You will find data type, variable, method, function, or main function. So these are the common for all the languages. Okay. Now first of all, let's discuss about class. What is class?
It's like a category.
It's like a
Category.
like. Give me an example.
Animals, for example.
Animals.
Yeah. Should be
Okay.
okay. Specific.
This is a animals. Then
Verb for object.
words. Then
Variables.
variables. Like
what is class?
like the
Hassan?
class
Category of things. Any real life example?
class
For example, class where they fall under animal class, right? And then from that class we are human beings, the other animals that are like, as you say, birds, that's different and we are different. And then we are things, but we all fall under animals.
Okay. Anything else? Huda? Yes, ma'am. Guys, you are sitting in the class. This is a class, na?
class
So relate this class with this class. How you will relate this one?
like we are sitting here taking this course like for
Okay.
IT like that. We're taking course IT like that.
Guys, a simple
Class.
word. If anyone will ask you programmatically what is class, you have to say only one word, that class is a blueprint.
What's it?
Blueprint.
Blueprint.
Class is a blueprint. Why this is a blueprint? What is blueprint?
Something like sketch or
It's
something
structure.
lang.
A structure for to create it,
Like buildings.
yeah, you can say if I want to construct home,
First,
I will go for a
Architect.
architecture to get the blueprint of my home. Now that blueprint, now tell me one thing. If I have a blueprint for my home, can I construct only one home with the help of that?
No. You can
as many as you can.
Yes, means
Design will be the same.
design will be the same. Means that blueprint is a class. And with that class, I can create many objects as much as I can. Okay? We are talking about humans. Human is a class, is a blueprint. Every human should have 2 legs, 2 arms, face, a tummy. Okay? So, there is one structure has been defined. Basic structure. Now, let's take another example. Car. For car, if you will talk about a car can be like, there is a one structure for car. Like, there should be one 4 tire, there should be one steering, brake, accelerator. All these things are basic to all the cars. The difference comes when shape and size. But there is a one structure defined that this type of things, if you go in front of you, you can say this is a car. Okay? So a blueprint will define that thing to create multiple objects. Now, before constructing this chair also having a blueprint. With that blueprint, they can construct many type of chairs. There are few chairs which you cannot rotate. There are few chairs which you can rotate. Okay? So, class basically is what? A blueprint, a structure which will help you to create multiple objects with the help of that only. So, I can write here that class is a blueprint. Okay? Now tell me what is object. I have already explained it to you.
Object. The objects, sir.
Object.
Like this chair.
Class is called an object.
Now we discussed that car is having a blueprint.
Yes.
Car is having a blueprint.
Object. It has
What is the object then?
you can use.
If I will say this chair is the object,
Yes.
this chair is also a class as well.
The glass. Like the object here.
Same thing you can answer for this question.
It has, for example, the chair. You can sit on this functionality of the chair, and it has a property like colors.
Yeah, every object is having a property and functionality.
But what is it?
But how it differs from class? Give me a real life example. See, right, if you will study this Java technically, may you will remember the things. But if you will study this Java to relate the things with real life entities, you will not be able to forget this one. It will also always keep into your mind that yes, we studied class as a blueprint. So you will get an example with the help of this. At the time of interview, you can explain it very easily. Because nowadays interview expect that you should relate the things. This is object-oriented programming.
Explain.
It's too much complicated if you will go out for interview. Technically everybody can say, but what about real life entities? This is the object. Object can be a reality. Now tell me what is object. Okay, let me give you one example, then you can relate that example with other examples. Like, we were talking about car. Now, car is a class, a blueprint. Now, I want to see the objects. Audi, BMW, brands,
The designs.
the designs, everyone is having a on trademark, on copyright. So car is a blueprint. Everyone is following the same blueprint, same structure, and constructing, making the cars. All these cars are objects. BMW, Mercedes. Okay. Now, one more thing. If you want to make it more complicated, now if I will say that Audi is a class. Audi is a class. Then what is the object? Before we studied that car is a class and Audi and BMW is a object. Now I am saying BMW and Audi is a class.
So the model numbers will be.
Yes, the model numbers are objects. There can be a different model for Audis. For Audi brand there can be a different model. So those are objects for Audi. Are you getting my point? Now relate this example with other examples. and give me a good example for this object. You can talk about any entity, anything in this way.
Example.
So it's a desktop
In
should be
real
like,
life.
no,
I'm
computer
not
should be like
that's
class,
real life.
and then desktop
Some.
is
Friends will be the object.
the
Okay, good. Good. Now, if we will talk about this projector, this is the object, but behind this there is a one blueprint for this projector. Every projector is look like this only. Okay, having a functionality, having a properties. So every company is having a same structure. So this is also a projector is a class, but this Sony projector is the object. Are you clear? So what we can write here? Object can be anything in this okay relative to, or you can say can be anything, object can be anything in this word by following some blueprints. Okay? Is it correct? Object can be anything in this word by following some blueprint. Okay? So every object is followed by some blueprint, by a defined structure. Now let's talk about variable. Is there any problem, any issue in this?
For class and object.
Yeah. Any problem with class and object?
So the class forms the very foundation of the and the object is what keeps it like unique from the rest.
Yes.
Okay.
Means you can say this mobile is the object. Okay? What is the class for this object? Is Nokia. Is a Nokia. Nokia is a class for this object. If we will talk about journal for all the mobiles, then mobile is a class. And under that class, every mobile is a object. Can be Sony, there can be Nokia, there can be iPhone, Apple, and all. Okay? Now tell me what is variables?
variables are something that you can easily change. It's the middle meaning.
Generally, if we talk about variable, means can be
Easily
changeable.
Yeah, easily change.
Okay? If I will say I am a variable, then
You can change your habits easily.
means I am not fixed. Some other teacher can come into this class. I can go.
So if we use a robot as an example, so we can change its arms and legs depending on what we need. So then the arms and legs would be the variable, right?
Yes, you can say that. But don't take it too much technically. Variables, if we will talk about technically, then variable is a okay. This is a technical, you can say definition for variables in Java. In Java or any other language, you can say C, C++, Java, C Sharp. So everywhere, if we will talk about variables means it's a container to hold some value. Okay. Now in general life, we will talk about variable. Variable means changing, changes. Okay. It cannot be fixed, but we can change that. That is a variable. But technically, the variable is a container which will hold the value.
So you
Now,
can update. You can update whenever you want to.
yes, we can update. Now, if let's suppose this is a program and I want to store my age. I want to store my age. So, I will say int age is equal to 26. Age is equal to 26. And I will not write 26 here. What I will write? I will write age. Save.
So what plus
To concatenate that string with that. Okay? So this is what? This is a variable which is containing a value that is 26. Okay? So this is a container. This value can be changed. I will say 20. Okay? This is a static value right now. But if you will take it dynamically, at runtime you can type any value. At runtime you can type any values. Right now this is a static value. You will save this program. If you will execute this one, you will get only 26. But if I want to write something at the runtime, here I can write anything. There are two types of variable, dynamic and static. This is a static one. And in general, if you will talk about variable, variable is what? Is a container. Variable is what? A container. Now let's talk about data type. What is data type?
It classifies the type of value. It classifies the type of value the variable holds.
Yes. It will classify the values which you are going to hold into that variable. Now, data type, you can say type of data can be whatever. Okay. Type of data means
int
it can be number,
number
it can be alphabet, it can be symbol. Okay. So data can be anything, you can say. So if we will classify all these values in programming, if I want to store my name, this is for age. Int means integer, number. If I want to store my name, I can use string name is equal to Vishal. And I can use this name here. Okay? To accept. Okay.
So can you go back to the notepad?
So this is a data type. Integer is a data type. Integer means you can store only numbers. String is also a data type, means you can store alphabets. Is it clear? Now, there are many type of variables available with us, like the general data type. Sorry, the general data types which we can talk. Int means integer or number. Second, string means for alphabets. Third one, you can say float for decimal numbers. These are the basic things. These three are the basic data types. Others we'll talk about when we'll discuss about that chapter. Okay? These three data types are in general. Is it clear? Sir? Okay. Panch, James, any
Sir.
problem till now?
No, it's all good.
All good? Yasmin, Hazar? Everything is fine? You're getting the things? Okay. Now after this, we'll start next function, methods and main after break. Okay? Now you have 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, you can take a break. Then we'll start. Okay. Switch on the light. In this class we are having 13 students. Just because of fees, they are absent.
Mubarak.
Only once.
Yeah, I remember because like I came here for C and C++. And I told him that he said like there might be one possible vacancy here in Java, but the computer was showing it's full. So
Before I was having 14 students, so one left. So only one seat was here.
yeah, the computer was showing it was full. He said he will just talk with you, and then he later informed us that there is one seat.
That's why I gave you that seat. Other seats are already filled.
Oh. I appeared all my ICDL exams in this computer here.
In this class only.
Yeah, in this class in this computer. Like it was my lucky computer.
Everyone is having a fixed seat. So that's why. Functions and methods again.
What you try? Okay. Well, my take on functions or methods is with everything in place, with the object, variables, data type, and so forth. Finally, you can kind of like initiate the use of them. Yeah.
Wait, I will Google.
Google.
Functions.
In some languages we call that functions, in some languages we call methods.
In Java, it's method.
Methods, it's not like literal meaning, right? It should be in the meaning of Java.
Yeah. See, functions and method will help you to divide your program into small parts. Okay? Let me give you an example for this. This is AppTech. In general, we say AppTech. But if you will come into AppTech, there are different departments. A marketing department, there is account department, there are academic department, there are classes, there are cafeteria. So like this, it is divided into different departments. But from outside you can say it's a epic. Generally we say this is a program. But in program we can divide our work. Let's suppose I want to enter two things. My academic detail and my personal detail. So what I will do, I will create two functions. First function is my personal detail. I will enter only personal detail in first function. In second function I can enter academic detail. So I divided that program into two small parts. And that you can categorize that this is a personal and this is academic. But if you will not divide that program into two parts, you will be confused that where you have written personal detail, where you have written academic detail. Okay? So this is a, what we can say.
Why?
Functions and methods.
So it's
Divisions.
Small parts of the programs. Small, or it can be you can say divide your program into parts. We cannot say small or large. It depends. It depends. Okay. So divide your program into parts that we can say it's a function or method. Let's talk about some example. Now let's suppose here. If I will write public public void detail, public void detail. So what I can do, I can put this thing into here. Like this. Okay? And over here, how I will call this? Hello world is what? Is a class name? Okay? I will create a object. Is equal to new. This is little complicated, but after this we are going to follow this structure only. So we have a function dot detail.
The keyword HW stands for what, sir?
This is the object. You can write anything.
Anything, sir. Oh yeah.
Object name can be anything. Okay? Let's see it will work or not. Okay, they are HW, void main. Public void detail. Invalid method declaration return type required. Okay. fine, it works. Clear? Now the thing is, this is my class. Okay? Before I was writing everything into main function here. Okay? Now let's suppose this is my personal detail, P detail. Okay? I want to write academic detail as well. So what I will do, I will create a new function here. Public void academic detail. Okay? So what I can do, I can say roll number. Roll number is in what type? Integer. I can say roll number is 001. This is my roll number. Okay? And I can print that. But I will say roll number and plus roll number. So now this is just a message. If you want to give space, give space. Okay. This is just a message. If you can write anything into double quotes. It is a string only. Now it will come or not?
It will ask for the ones we want.
We have
It will ask for the details which one we want. Is it the personal detail or the roll number? That will ask for it, right?
No. It will print only personal detail. I want academic detail as well. What I will do, enter hw dot ap. Now you will get those colors. So this is main object oriented. We are following the structure here. Class, functions, we divided the program into small parts. Okay? And we are calling that here.
Sir, so which one is the